Leave the nail on the base. Leave the nail on the base. Where is the nail?
On top of the nail that is standing on.
So you need one nail inside the middle
And then you balance the rest on it.
Sustaining mind.
Like that, and then you see the sustaining.
Yes? Thank you.
You know, extend your other. Yeah, that's fine. See, as long as yeah, because all of them are balanced. Notice they are all balanced from one.
Sasa hivi in a roll, can you imagine?
Very good.
The second one is a problem. Kwa sababu you cannot put on that side.
No,
Either we can leave or
you don't know the game, just
But one step is still missing. You have to think. You have to think a little bit because you can't hold this. So what will hold this?
Let's try it and we finish it.
So just do it.
The other one is straight. This one. What you do, this one must hold this two.
He figured it out. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, hold the upper and the lower together. Take it slowly. Get it.
You're asking for technical assistance, Teresa from Kimbura.
There's the moment of truth. See that? Balance. Very good.
Okay, you have to catch this. You have to catch this when they do it. Right.
And this one also, yeah.
Don't dismantle it before.
Ah.
And what was happening? Why you were so close and yet what was happening? Who was making decisions? And tell us a little bit of how did you begin to get working on it?
And then the other thing is someone in our group said, let us sit and think, but we did not sit to think.
Interesting. So who was that? Who said, let us sit and
I
think?
remember Andrew saying,
Andrew said,
let us think about this. But then so many of us were like, let us do it, let's try it, let's try it. Try.
Right.
But later we sat and had to think about it, and I think it worked.
So we go into a task having assumptions. The shape of stable things have to be this way. And then somebody speaks up and says, we need to think about this. And nobody listens. Why is that? Was there a formal leader in the group? Was there somebody designated to say, okay gang, this is what we're going to do, our terms of reference, our deliverables? Nobody. So everybody was trying to figure it out. So somebody, the first person who tried to influence the group, had no formal authority, but had informal authority.
Was one thing we've been discussing that let's look at the theory. There must be equal forces to balance on this line. And that's how we started. And when somebody just said, well, if you can do it the other way, we did it very fast because the theory was very clear. But how to start? So somebody just energized it. And we had to do it, not only once, thrice.
Still standing.
Great. So it's essentially taking a step back and not just rushing into it headlong. Thinking, but thinking very creatively. Thinking about things in a new way. Thinking about what will make it possible. Rather than from the very beginning to say, oh my goodness, this is impossible.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, building political support for something like this is impossible. Oh my goodness, trying to get the government agency whom we are monitoring their procurement processes and their supply chain management to get them on our side is impossible. That's really losing the battle before we get started. So we hope that you walk away from this exercise feeling it is possible.
About the nails, we thought it was something that is impossible. But with the external support that gave a clue that this is how it should be done, and we were able to do it. That means that in order to create change, we need to seek external support or other like-minded stakeholders' efforts towards what we are doing.
In the beginning, this hole, the first nail we put there, and we were happy at least one nail is standing. But even that one was not stable. Then we were saying, if the one that is supposed to carry the others is hanging all over the place. Now, I think the lesson learned for me is that structures just need to balance, not be stable. If it's just balanced, it will hold together, and that was the big lesson.
I looked at the way we can do. Then Kimbura was doing, I looked at it, and I could note that he's just arranging the nails, and I started arranging the nails the way it was. It didn't get a balance. At last, gentleman came from abroad and simply said, is it balanced? Then we said, let's think it's not balanced. Then we added the other one on top, and it went. But actually, in my mind, I had one thing, that always the exercise is supposed to be there for you to try. So when my sister was saying, it can't, I said, no, there must be a way. If we can't manage on our own, somebody will come and tell us, please. If we are given the nails, there must be a way it has to be done. So that was our hope.